The city's noise faded behind them, a distant memory replaced by the rustle of leaves and the low hum of the countryside. Rohan squeezed Priya's hand as their car rumbled down a dusty, unpaved road, finally stopping before the silhouette of a grand, yet decaying, Haveli. It stood against the twilight sky, a forgotten relic of a bygone era. "Our new beginning," Rohan whispered, his voice filled with an optimism that Priya tried to share. But as they stepped out, the silence of the village felt heavy, watchful. The few locals they passed averted their gaze, their faces etched with a mixture of pity and fear. An old woman, her back bent with age, muttered a prayer under her breath as they approached the Haveli's imposing wooden gates, her hushed words a stark, unsettling warning that coiled in the air like smoke. The first night was a symphony of strange, unsettling sounds. The wind howled through the Haveli's broken jalis, carrying with it what sounded like faint, mournful whispers that seemed to echo from the very walls. Priya woke with a start, convinced she heard the delicate, rhythmic clinking of silver anklets moving down the long, dark corridor outside their room. Rohan dismissed it as the old house settling, but a profound change began to cloud Priya's bright spirit. The woman he loved, once vibrant and full of laughter, became a shadow of her former self. She would wander the cavernous halls, her eyes distant and unfocused, humming a haunting, unfamiliar melody. Her obsession grew, fixated on an old sealed StepWell that sat ominously in the center of the main courtyard, its stone mouth covered by a heavy, iron-bound slab. She would stand there for hours, staring into its unseen depths as if listening to a silent call. The haunting whisper soon became a commanding voice in Priya's mind. One evening, as Rohan tried to coax her away from the StepWell, her eyes snapped into focus, but they were not her own. A cold, malevolent fury filled them. She lunged at him, her movements unnaturally fast, her strength terrifying. She threw him across the courtyard with a force that defied her slender frame, a guttural snarl escaping her lips. Desperate and terrified, Rohan sought out the village priest, an old man with eyes that had seen far too much. He arrived with a small bag of holy items, his face grim as he looked at the possessed Priya and then at the sealed StepWell. "This Haveli is cursed," the priest explained, his voice trembling slightly. "Long ago, a young bride was betrayed and murdered, her body thrown into that very well. Her vengeful spirit, a Chudail, has been trapped here, waiting for a vessel. It has chosen your wife." As a violent storm broke, mirroring the chaos within the Haveli's walls, the priest knew their time was running out. The Chudail's power was at its peak, the wind and rain its allies. He dragged the struggling, thrashing Priya towards the StepWell, her screams mixing with the roar of the thunder. The exorcism began. It was not a quiet prayer, but a violent, desperate battle. The priest chanted ancient mantras, throwing holy ash that sizzled on Priya's skin as the entity fought back, shaking the very foundations of the Haveli. The air crackled with supernatural energy, a whirlwind of dust and debris swirling around them as the priest fought to sever the spirit's hold. A desperate struggle to reclaim Priya's soul from the clutches of the vengeful bride who sought to make the Haveli her eternal home.
Subscribe if you dare.